Recently, we topics focus in create PWM using STM32 replace PWM in RPI GPIO. So my smart daughter said, "Father, you must let people know how to receive the value from the UART because you always talk the PWM in STM32, but people know the data where transform the data to the STM32. I say from the Pi transform data to the STM32. My daughter say no, you must tell people the total system among this system. So I think this is very complicated because among the system communication is complicated. So I draw a very simple draw introduce about this total system because I think my daughter say is very good. I only focus in STM32 because I think maybe I'm very lazy because if introduce our system for me is a very big things. But I think I must do it because the communication between the system among this system is very important. So I draw a very simple picture, and you can see the picture is STM32 Raspberry Pi internet and Node.js server and the browser UI interface. This is our total system. This class we will focus in how to communication among this system. First, the browser send character input from the keyboard to Raspberry Pi. Okay, this browser maybe have a text area. You type any character. When you push down the keyboard, we send instantly to the RPI. Okay, and when the word sent to RPI is A, STM32 will apply B to the UI browser interface. Browser type any character and transform to node server, and the node server passing to Raspberry Pi, and Raspberry Pi sent to STM32. So this is so it's a very long way from browser, node server, Raspberry Pi, STM32, and STM32 reply to RPI internet node server to browser. Okay, this is the first function. And the second function, send keyboard input string of RPI to the UI. RPI key in any character, one line. When input one line from the RPI, then RPI send the data to the browser. Okay, this is two functions. So this class we will discuss about these two functions. But very important, system is very small, but it's very important because all talk about communication between serial port, socket I/O, and web socket. Before we write a program, we must know how to connect two systems. This picture is in the left side is Raspberry Pi GPIO, and the right side is STM32 GPIO. So Raspberry Pi and STM32 communication using serial port. So you must connect the serial port together. This is transfer data, receive data, receive data, transfer data, and ground to ground. Okay. And this picture is actual environment in my desk, on my desk. So okay, so I think this is a very simple connector, only 3 lines. And we found the most easy STM32. I think this is a very good beginning from STM32 because it's very easy. We only send and receive UART. Okay. Now we see how to write programming STM32. We are developing tool is Microvision 5. I already talked. The program is very short and simple. It's this only 1, 2, 3 line, only 3 line command. Okay, this is using request handle. Okay. And when interrupt process, only check if data ready, if serial port data ready, input ready. Okay, and then if the data is A, and we system send B to UART. So it's very simple. If data ready and read data, the data is A, and we send B. It's very, very simple, only 3 lines. Okay, so we compare this picture. When STM32 receive A will reply with B character. Okay, so the initial system in the latest class we all talk about how to initial, and you also very easy first net find how to initial STM32. So this is initial. This initial is very simple. You very easy know the initial and find find from the internet. Okay. So this is very easy. Okay. By the way, the development language is C99. C99 language. If we write down the program and we build it, and you can 0 error, 0 warning, and we download it to the STM32 board. Okay, download finish. It's good. So next, we continue how to write the program in RPI with C++. In RPI topics, they have 3 source input to RPI. One is from the socket, one is from the RPI keyboard, one is the UART. So have 3 source input or output. two output because keyboard cannot output, keyboard only input. So 3 source input, 2 source output. And then now we show how to write the program in RPI. Okay, okay. First, we see the main program. The main program uh, uh, only create 4 thread. Create 4 thread create. Okay, one is maintain circuit, and 2 maintain keyboard, and 1 maintain UART. Okay, and they have a structure here. So the main program is very simple. One structure and 4 thread. Okay, one is circuit thread, and 2 is keyboard thread, and 1 is UART thread. Okay. And then we see the detail how to write the about the thread. Remember the structure. My zone, I lost TRONE, I lost E. It's okay. My zone. Hey, this is structure. My zone structure. It record about the is about the circuit and UART and input keyboard input buffer, UART input buffer, and the circuit input buffer, and some service routine. Okay. Circuit function, getting keyboard function, UART function, waiting keyboard function. And first we see the waiting keyboard function. It's very easy. This is the structure, and this is the waiting keyboard. Okay, we see waiting keyboard here. Waiting keyboard. Okay, waiting keyboard is get line from the keyboard on the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so system will loop here waiting get a line from the keyboard. Is waiting, and this is when I will enter the procedure is receive end receive this string will enter the system. Okay, so this is only waiting input 1 line from the keyboard. And we look at we look at the circuit function. Circuit function is open. First is open I/O. Open I/O, we have open circuit I/O and open serial port I/O. So this open is circuit. Okay, and another is open serial port. Okay, so this is open, and we see the open function. Open here, open function. Okay, open function. I/O is serial port UART with this instruction. Those instructions will open serial port in Raspberry Pi, and another if circuit we will open circuit here. Okay, this is open I/O. If we open IO, next is timeout, setting timeout, set IO timeout, set IO timeout. Socket IO must set IO timeout, receive IO timeout. So we see open IO timeout, set timeout, set IO timeout. Here it's very simple. Set IO 5 seconds. 5 second IO timeout. When don't have any data receiver, 5 seconds will time out. Serial port. In serial port, normal system must set the watchdog or heartbeat, but because this is a very simple system, so I don't care this. But in real system, you must write the watchdog or a heartbeat for the RS UART communication. So timeout is set OK. And while loop here. While loop here, check data in. Check data in. If data in and write to IO, clean buffer. You can see the three function is equal. Here, here, here is totally equal, right? Check data in. If data in, write to IO. Okay, and clean buffer is very easy. And we see, for example, we see this function. Check data in. They have destination. They have source from where? Maybe from the circuit, maybe from the keyboard, and maybe from the UART. So first the parameter is from source from. Oh yeah, and the next is the structure. Okay, so we check the check data in. Check data. Okay, check data in the function here. From the keyboard, from the UART, from the circuit. If data in will return a true or not return a false. If data in write to, they also have three parameters. One is write to where, and the second is source from where, and the third is the structure. Write to, so we look at the write to. Okay, write to here. Source from source. This is source from where, and this is write to where. Okay. This is write to UART. This is sent to circuit. Also, it's very simple. And clean buffer. Clean buffer is also easy. Yeah, clean buffer here. Only clean buffer, just a clean buffer. Okay. So this is very, very simple and short program, and I threw it, and maybe you can typewrite in your screen and do it again. Especially, I have a friend, Jonathan. You must do the example. Jonathan, though is short, but very smart. So I hope Jonathan can run the sample. Okay, this total head file. Main file, head file, and library. Okay, Very short, very short. Okay, we see the picture. RPI is finished. RPI function is finished. But I think you still confused. Why is finished? The source from keyboard, socket, and UART, right? And we are sent to socket or sent to UART. Why finish? Here, I will show again. This is socket. This is socket, right? If they have data input from socket, I will write position. Yeah, the position is a parameter. Yeah, right. Write to where? Yeah, clean. And if the source, the data from keyboard, I will write to socket, right? Because the keyboard data must write to socket set to UI browser, right? Okay, finish. And this data is from UART. If the data read from UART, I will write to socket, right? Okay, it's so it's this is okay. Is data from the circuit. I will write to UART, right? If write to UART, if they have received A in STM32, and STM32 will apply a B. The function will do here because here must receive a B and then write to circuit. So it's very simple. Finish RPI function. Next, important, very important is Node.js server. How to write the Node.js server? Because yeah, I will very easy and let you know how to write a node server. And but let me have a cup of coffee. Okay, I'm back, and now I have a coffee. It's wonderful. The smell is wonderful. Good. Okay, let's continue. Node server is very important because it's charge of socket I/O, socket and socket I/O, and the web socket. It means we will create HTTP server and net server in node server because net server is charge of socket and HTTP server will charge in charge of web socket. So we now see how to develop a node server. Before the writing a Node.js, you must install Node server. Node server, how to install Node server? Also, you can surf on the net. It's very easy and faster. Okay, and we also see how to write. This sample only one program function. Okay, this is Node server function. Yeah, we just mentioned about first you must create HTTP server, right? So here is create the HTTP server. Yeah, HTTP server is in charge of HTTP mean UI browser interface communication. This is create. This is create. Okay, create HTTP server. And another is create net server. Net server here. Okay, this is create net server, right? Create net server. Okay, create net server. Net server is in charge of WinSocket communication. So first thing we created the two communication server. Now we discuss about the function in net server. Okay, in net server, how to create? You must hold IP address and the port number. Yeah, this IP address port number must equal RPI, Raspberry Pi IP, and port. Yeah, because communication must IP equal and the port equal, and they can together each other, right? And where okay, we can see we back to the RPI. This is RPI, right? This is the RPI function, right? Here port A007 and IP address here, INET address here. Okay, it's the same with the node server. Must the same with the net server because the net is in charge of RPIs, right? And this is lesson. Lesson is only lesson is do nothing. Is print of console log is print of like the C++ print of is print the address net address. Okay, and when connection event happen, and in this topics, I think you must learn the node server, how to write the node server. It's very easy. Yeah, node server is, I think, also very easy if you can write C++. C++ is difficult in language because they have pointer, they have address. You can write C++ where, and you can write any language where. So on if you connect event here, and on if the lane is data any any data sent from the WinSocket into the Node.js net server, then is data. Then is data. Data is because the protocol is follow Johnson protocol. So Johnson protocol is length. First parameter is length, and the second parameter is data, right? So this is the first parameter, data. The data means from the socket I/O. And if from the socket I/O and the length is data, and we show the data and show the byte read, okay, and we write EMIT is write, is data write to where? This is to I/O socket write. You can think it's socket write. EMIT mean write. I/O socket write to where? Okay, I/O we define is here. I/O is defined HTTP requires the socket I/O HTTP. We define this I/O is service service HTTP server. So this command is write to UI, write to HTTP server and to UI interface. Is mean write to UI interface. So this very shortly process is when receive data from the RPI, and I will send instantly to UI interface. And the next function is time interval. The time interval 100 is mean 1 second. So 1000 is 1 second. So 100 is 0.1 second. Every 0.1 second, I will do this function 1 times. Okay. So mean 1 second will do 10 times this function. And this function is check if any data from UI, I will send to RPI. This function is only check if any data from the UI, I will send to RPI. Here is check if data receive buffer, if data they have in receive buffer, yeah, I will write the circuit write to circuit write the string. Yeah, the circuit is mean RPI, so we write to RPI. This is error handle. Yeah, right. It's very simple. Yeah. First function is if data from RPI, I will send to UI interface, and the next function, this function is if data from the UI interface, I will send to RPI. It's very function. It's very easy. And the receiver buffer, where the data from? You can the data from HTTP server, because HTTP in charge of UI interface. So this from this receiver buffer from the HTTP server. HTTP server receive the data from the UI interface, and in next server must check the receiver buffer. If receiver buffer have data, I will send to RPI. So here we introduce HTTP server. Okay, HTTP server beginning is parcel the path. The path mean which the path. For example, the path. This is path, and the slash mean here. The slash mean here. Remember, the slash mean here. Slash read more PHP TN equal 35. The slash mean from here. Okay. So if only the parcel only slash, we do this. The parcel slash index 02 pointed HTML we do here, or we do here. Okay, the subnet you very easy understand. And this function is listen IO port and IP address, and the format type. This is format type. This I got the type, the system type. Okay, got system type because I will transform system type to the UI every minute. Every minute I will transform the type to the UI interface. Okay, and this is string language, and charge string language. Only charge string language determine the string how length of the string. This routine is This routine is when connection is even. The node server have a lot of even connection close or a lot of event. So this connection event. When connection, I must do this. Every every minute, I must send the data of this system to the UI in this function. Yeah. Though there is a Chinese Mandarin, but it's okay. It's mean every minute I will send data of the system to the UI interface. Yes. And this is these two function. These two function is receive data from the UI interface. You can see here. If you receive data, I put into receiver buffer, right? Receiver buffer. I put into the receiver buffer. So if the data into the receiver buffer, then in the HTTP server, and then in the net server, here I will transform to the RPI, right? So now you can understand this is the source. This is source in here. Okay, from the UI interface, and this is passing to the RPI to the RPI, right? So it's very easy. We can we 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 can see these two functions. Why these two functions? These two functions, they are always receive data in. I put into the receiver buffer, but it's different function. One function, one function is when user UI interface, browser UI interface push any key, then send instantly to the HTTP server. And the next function is when push command button push, then send text area to the HTTP server. So it's different function, different run function, and every receiver function they must follow the JSON protocol. The first parameter is length, and the second parameter is data. So one is client data, one is client pi setting. It's easy, right? So from ahead, we will scroll down to the button. Okay, it's very shortly, right? We finish the node server JS. And now you maybe wonder, where is the browser UI interface? Don't worry here. Index 02, very shortly, we focus here, date, right? ID date, ID pi data, ID text, and the button, here, right? Button here, okay. When we push button, they have script language. jQuery or script is equal because jQuery is developed by JavaScript. So they are all the same. You can compile the script and the jQuery together, and like this. Okay. So you must also learn how to write the query. And we can see if you push the button, but here push the button, and the button with this function will write with EMIT. Okay, JSON. Remember JSON protocol. This is length. First parameter is length, and the second parameter is data. So client pi setting, right? Remember we talking about a node server. They have a parameter. Length is client pi setting, and this is client data, right? This is send two send function. One is client data, one is client pi setting, and we we also can back to linear. Yeah, here, right? Client data and the client pi setting we receive receive data from the UI interface. Okay, and continually we see the HTML file. Okay, so it's very simple, and the date, where is date? Date is here. Okay, circuit on. If the transform first parameter is date, we do this function, and we accept the data and put the date put to here, put to here. Okay, so this is same, this is same, this is same. Yeah, it's very easy. Key push mean when key down, any key down must do this function, key push, right? Key push, and the key button, button push, I will do this function, and any key push, I will do this function. So browser we finish it. Node server we finish it. Raspberry Pi finish. STM32 finish. So total solution will work out, because I will go to play badminton after run. So so I introduce a half part now, and another half part I will continually record tomorrow. Bye bye.